Shalom, shalom, my fellow YouTubers. I hope all is well with you all out there. I am Princess Nanta here with your today's news brief. Could gold rise to $3,000 an ounce? Well, according to Superfund CEO Christian Baha, it can and will, while the markets continue to tank in the years to come. This should come as no surprise as we all witness gold hitting a record price of $16.28 an ounce on Wednesday. But according to Baha, gold is still pretty cheap. And guess what? When hyperinflation sets in, the precious metal can easily hit a whopping $10,000 an ounce. You may want to buy gold, folks, if you don't already have it. Baha also feels that paper currencies are overvalued, and he has most of his liquid assets in gold and silver. Take note of that. The U.S. debt crisis still looms heavily as the Dow Jones took a beating. Over the past 5 days, it was down almost 600 points collectively. Now, speaking of the debt crisis, Germany's finance minister says even if Congress agrees to raise the debt ceiling, America's problem would not be solved. America must find a long-term solution for solid fiscal policy and growth. Boehner's plan would only raise the debt ceiling enough to cover a few months of Treasury borrowing. But as we all know, President Obama has said many times, he is not looking for a temporary fix. He wants long-term solutions. Some say this is because a temporary fix would harm his re-election if a collapse comes sooner. Although many say a collapse is inevitable, whether now or later. In the meantime, China will continue to diversify their U.S. Treasury holdings. This statement was made Thursday by the State Administration of Foreign Exchange. It is also important to note that China has the world's second largest private gold demand, and they have been advising their citizens to buy gold and silver. This because the Western world continues to print money they simply do not have. This causes inflation and has very positive effects on precious metals such as gold and silver. Now, for those of you who think a possible debt default does not affect you, think again. Here's a list of things that can and will be affected if the U.S. goes into default. 1. There could be delay in student loans and grants. Social Security checks could be delayed. Veterans' benefits could be halted, massive layoffs, welfare can be hindered, credit cards can be turned off, many banks could fail, which can lead to a loss in savings and retirement funds, and of course, a stock market collapse. The list goes on and on, but these will be the most affected. Now, it is very important for me to say that the purpose of this video is not to incite fear. I am not trying to fearmonger, but I only want to inform those who are unaware of what is going on. For those of you who knew this was coming, I know that you are prepared. But for those who didn't know, please take precautionary measures and please research. The information is out there in cyberspace, right at your fingertips. So please research and find out what is going on in our world. With that being said, as always, I thank you all for watching, and truth, love, and universal light. Shalom.